Hey guys, long time no see or here. We've been kind of chilling and just really working on ourselves a lot.
Yeah.
And by the way, happy winter solstice.
Exactly. We just had our winter solstice celebration start yesterday.
Yeah, we had a lovely meal, a vegan meal. And
Our last meal
for the year. We are planning to do a water fast. Or actually we are already starting our water fast. The last meal was last night. Okay.
And it was tasty. Oh my gosh, you made like all kinds of cool stuff. The whole grain pasta
with
the
potato.
Japanese potatoes, right?
Yeah, purple potatoes.
Oh yeah, those multicolored purple.
Yeah, really
right?
cool. A lot of good antioxidants and stuff. And what else did I add? I had
You had
corn and beans to it.
Yeah, you had corn, beans. I mean, I put together a salad.
Yeah, really beautiful salad.
Yeah, it was so good.
Becoming quite the salad maker. Very artistic.
It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
There's lots of things you can do with vegan food.
Oh,
I mean, with plant-based, meals and stuff. It's just really exciting, and it's so tasty. But the taste buds are going to be turned off.
Yes, for the
Because
next.
we are fasting.
We're shooting for 7, hopefully more. And one of the reasons that we really wanted to fast is that I haven't been feeling that great. I started messing with a supplement called DHEA, and I thought maybe if I took a low dose, 5 milligram, which is the lowest you can take, that would just help my adrenal glands produce some sort of hormones because I have no ovaries. Well, it backfired. And I've been having a lot of high blood pressure, very erratic up and down, and my pulse has been very high. A little stressful situation there due to your older
Yeah,
kid.
I mean, the past is the past, and it keeps revisiting me, and it's difficult. We've been through so much this past year. I know that many of you who followed our journeys and our life and stuff like that, you've seen us do that.
Yeah.
And we've already talked about it in the past about how it's been because of other outside influences and things, and the guilt from Christianity and all this other stuff that goes along with it, and expectations from other people. And at the beginning of this month, we just decided we're going to stop doing the shows, focusing intently on trans stuff, whether it's pro or con.
Right.
And we're just like focusing on us. We're focusing on our relationship together as Mark and Lena.
Right.
I mean, that is who we are, and that is somebody that we have been trying to allow to exist, but it's like outside influences have always kind of tried to dictate to us what we need to do.
Right.
And so we're just tired of that. We're just tired of living to expectations of others, and we're just going to be who we are for ourselves.
Exactly, and it's important for health. I mean, this roller coaster ride and all the outside influence and stress has really taken a toll on me, and I've been a relatively very healthy individual. In the past week or so, I'm kind of concerned. My blood pressure is pretty up there. I mean, I've seen it go as high as 168 over 110. And that's pretty high. My pulse, I've seen it go as high as 105, 107. And it's just erratic, And what I'm thinking in my background of medicine and what I know about the human body, the DHEA kind of threw off the receptors. Since I stopped taking tea since July, my body was doing awesome, just doing urine therapy. And then I just, want to build a little more muscle. So I figured, let me try DHEA, and that'll just up my natural androgen. Well, during that same time, we had a little incident
With my oldest,
Yeah.
it was a text that was really bitter and really frustrating, and it affected me emotionally in a very powerful way. And I ended up having an anxiety attack and just really not being able to deal with, what was being said very well. And I think that
It affects me.
We're so connected. We're really one person. Honestly, we're together 24/7. We know each other inside and out, and whatever affects me affects you, and it just, your testosterone receptors have been dormant
Yeah, and
since
the DHEA kind of like did something, and then I started getting
stress,
anxiety.
it just adds to it, and then it just really confuses everything inside the body.
Yeah.
It stresses it out, and the blood pressure is something that has got to get taken care of.
My shortness of breath, anxiety, and it's just like,
And I'm just tired of, doing for others and having to accommodate others' expectations and stuff, and it's like, I just said flat out to my mom, to my sister, we had the conversations, and then I ended up texting my oldest, and that wasn't received very well. The two others, they're it's like, hey, if you're gonna be you, just go be you.
Yeah.
Leave us alone.
Yeah.
Stay. We don't want to be a part of this person. And it's like, that's all good. That's all well, but the other is just something that, being a wife and being a dad just doesn't. It's like the two never shall meet. It just
doesn't align.
It doesn't. It just doesn't work. So.
And then that kind of energy, brought out an energy in me that I had killed since 2003. And it just, I've been on this roller coaster ride all because of the circumstances arising from, So I'm done.
We're just ready to purge ourselves of everything from the past and to just, start our lives as we initially intended to.
I did what I did 15 plus years ago for a reason, and yes, I'm still very anti-hormones and anti-medicalization because it will come and haunt you. Look what it's done to me. Now my body, actually, I had a conversation with another trans friend who went into a coma for 2 weeks, almost died. Remember you guys, I had a friend that died from a heart attack, massive heart attack. Now this other one almost died also because of testosterone use. Synthetic hormones.
And they're saying that they're having some real neurological issues happening. Brain issues are not something to just...
No, you can't play that offense. You can. And synthetic hormones, be it estradiol or be it testosterone, are neurotoxins. It will affect your nervous system. It will affect your heart. It will affect your blood pressure. It will affect every part of you. It will affect your mental health.
And we're not telling people not to transition.
Do whatever you want.
From us to do such a thing. But there is a way to do it where you don't hurt yourself. And that's the important thing that we're learning and we're experimenting on ourselves because, with herbs and with these types of natural remedies, supplements, herbal solutions, that's really where medicine began. It began with herbs. And then, since, like you said, they couldn't really trademark...
they can't patent anything that's natural.
Yeah, they can't patent natural herbs and medicines, so they ended up...
They have to change the molecular component to synthetic, and the synthetics kill because your body doesn't recognize it. But you've been doing breast pumps to get...
I have been. I've been using a breast pump that is like a cupping device that basically attaches itself to your breast and it inflates, it sucks air out, so it pulls the breast tissue up.
It expands the tissue, and actually by doing that it stimulates the pituitary gland, which will stimulate mammillary tissue to grow. And it's working. And with herbs like fenugreek and saw palmetto and red clover. You haven't started the red clover yet because we
stopped taking any of it because we're on a fast.
Yeah, right now we're on a fast, but you have to go very slow and gentle, just like if you were going through puberty. It's like you don't see people all of a sudden. It doesn't work that way. So by taking these natural herbs that work with your body, not against your body, and by pumping so that you could create that expanded tissue, there are good results, and we've been doing a lot of research, and it works very well. And there are things that we want to discuss when we resume our show sometime in January.
But we wanted to stay away from the negativity.
Mhm.
You know, that doesn't serve anyone at all. So for us to come from a place of any kind of negativeness is the wrong place to come from. And that is something that, you know, I mean, I felt that was something that I needed to put to rest, is just coming from this negative place of like pain or frustration, or, you know, I mean, against the trans community, because we've done a lot, and we've said a lot. Obviously, you guys know, you can go dig back into our YouTube videos and see that we have very strong opinions about what's happening and stuff like that. But we just wanted to tell the trans community that we do not hate you at all. We love you. We, you know, if anyone were to ask for my opinion or to want to, you know, connect with me and stuff, or like that person did to you, they actually said, you know, Mark, you've been right all along, and I was just sold this lie, and now this community that was supposed to be my family, once I started to talk against it because of the
harm that testosterone caused their body, they almost died. They're lucky.
Now
this one is lucky.
me.
They're alive, but now they have brain injury and they have problems. And that's what, you know, basically it's all we're trying to say and have been trying to say. It's like, be yourself, but do it the natural way. Do it the healthy way. Do it because you love yourself, not do it because you hate who you are. When you come in a different energy source or form, you're really going to cause yourself a lot more problems.
And that's the important thing, is that we come from a place of love and a place of concern and a place of compassion, you know. And that's where we're coming from at this point in time. We're coming from a place of love. And love not just for you, but for ourselves. You know, love for our relationship. Love for, you know, the fact that we need to be whole so that we can be healthy.
Exactly. So our show's going to focus a lot on health, you know, a lot of health. And there's so much need for that, you know, the right kind of way of eating. And I know everyone has a different mentality on that, but we're going to promote what we feel is right, which is number one, a plant-based diet. We love little creatures on this planet that have the same right as us to live without suffering. And the plant-based diet is the healthiest diet.
It is. It's the only one that's proven to reduce heart disease. So there's no other diet out there that has been proven to show results like that. And although a paleo diet, you know, people get cut up and everything and all that, they don't look into what's happening inside.
And at first they might see a lot of health benefits, because anybody that removes certain items from their diet, as a paleo diet does, will see the initial results as being positive, but then soon revenge, where now the body, from all that animal product and all that acidity that you've created in your body, you're going to start getting issues. And there's research that shows that as well.
Oh, I didn't want it. I don't think anybody's seen it. This is my new ring.
Yes. Yeah, we've done a little
focus.
We've done a little shopping. Yes. And
and I got
mine is over there, but for Christmas we've been celebrating Christmas in the December.
We have been.
We've been buying things that we've needed, not just things that we've needed, because that's, you know,
we bought a lamp, which is the light that we're using right now. It's awesome. It works really great. We just bought a humidifier for our room because our humidity levels in here were astronomically low,
which was creating a lot of dryness in our sinuses. And I think that also has increased my blood pressure, because your sinuses, if they're restricted and the capillaries are restricted, the blood pressure will go up. So different things. And again, medical professional here, so I'm trying to, you know, wean out the different things.
And you got me a blonde wig, which I took pictures with the other day.
Be able to show some of the pictures there, but
yeah, but
yeah, they could see it.
I don't know if they can see it.
Yeah, I'm sure they can. But yeah, we've been getting little things here and there that we've really needed.
Like the blonde wig.
Yeah, we got
Really needed.
when we start eating again, a French press coffee maker, which it's really cool, and a grinder to grind our own organic coffee and grind our flaxseed and chia seeds. We also bought a Hamilton personal smoothie maker, so we make our healthy smoothies. What else did we get? We've got
We got you showed the coffee grinder. You told them about the coffee grinder.
And we got a water filter system that's really good. So we've set up this hotel as a studio, and as you see back there, they gave us this other piece of furniture so we have more room to store stuff, and then we got a little stuff on top there where I keep all my
So here's mine as a. Oh, I don't think you can see it very well.
Wait.
Because I set
right here. Okay.
No, because I set the brightness so it wouldn't fluctuate on the picture. So the only way I can probably share it. No, can't really see it.
Wait, yeah. Just go back to you. There you go. Here.
There you go.
There we go.
There. It's a little closer, right?
Go up here.
Well, closer.
It's fine, baby. I got it.
Okay.
Let your puppy be the puppy. There we go.
So that's the same person.
That's another thing, and can we talk about it? It's like one of the things that I felt very much so, and having been married to a genetic female for 11 years, I always felt like, man, I was the man, and having, coming from a person who had to feel like a dad and, all sorts of stuff.
There it is.
Yeah.
Ta-da! So, yeah, it has been something that I have had to deal with ever since my transition, and I never really got through it. I was still working through that, and then my accident happened, and then we met, and that just really, made everything even more difficult, because here you are, and then there they are, and we're just trying to make the two things kind of work, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work when you're decided to be the gender that you would want to live as. Then the other just does not work. There's no way.
It's very confusing.
It sends mixed signals.
It creates a double mind. Yeah, it's super.
And you're like, wait a minute. So am I with a person who's a man, or am I with a person who's a woman? Or
what role do I play here? Do I play, the nurturing mommy type, whatever, or am I the alpha male that I've always been since I transitioned?
And that's what you've been. You've been an alpha male. What I was struggling with was my own personal thing. I didn't want you to feel like you had to become anything else. I just wanted to work through it, but it was like, it's like you're chasing your tail.
Yeah.
And when you make these decisions, you just don't have options.
And I know some people say, well, not all women are this and all men are that. That's great and dandy for everybody to be how they want to be, but for us,
it's not.
As Asperger people, there's just, that's the way we operate. It's either this way or this way. There's
And we try for it to work a different way, and every time it maybe a week goes by, and then it's like, oh God, this does not work.
Yeah.
It's like you do things to please people, and then it's like at the end of the day you're like, why did I do this? Because this is not me. And then what you're offering people is really like this dead stuffed carcass.
Yeah.
I'm going, here, take it.
It's a modified version of what, I would have stayed as the person that my birth certificate said, but that wasn't what was working for me. What was working for me when I found out about this was to fully embrace the masculine side, the side that comes very natural to me. It came very natural to me before I even took anything of hormones. When I was 19, when I was 20, when I was younger, when I was whatever, it was just, I would open up my mouth. This was the voice I had, because I've always had a deep voice. You know, I've always been a very alpha male type individual.
So this is what we've come to understand, is that all this time I'm trying to balance between the two, and all this time, all that has done for those that knew me in the past is just confuse them, because they're like, wait a minute, you switch, you go here, you go there, you do this, you do that, and it's like, wait a minute.
They call you a liar.
I didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
I really didn't.
And then they call you a liar.
I only did it because they wanted something that they wanted me to be. And it's like, okay, here you go. And then they're like, no, that's not it. That's not it. We don't want that. It's like, that's all I have.
And then they turn around, which is the really big dig that your son, you know,
and my sister too, to a certain degree.
I mean, they see me completely as me, because they, you know, when I try to do the other,
my mom saw you, my sister
like,
saw you.
What?
And
you know.
My sister, the last thing she said was like, "Why is he doing that? I mean, what? You know, it's like
they only see Mark.
They only see Mark." And I said, "So why do you only see Mark and you don't see me?" And they're like, "Well, we never knew Mark any other way." It's like, that's not fair, you know. I mean,
well, what I was trying to say is, like, because you've never really been truthful of showing the true Lena.
Well, it's because they've never wanted.
Well, no, maybe it's not they never wanted. See, that's where the problem lies. You continue to want that, like they never. It's not about them. It's about you.
I wanted to though,
well,
but I was like,
you were still struggling.
The only way I can give you that is.
Yeah, but you were still. I mean, now that we're fantasy, whatever, you were still struggling with that, and you were battling it.
I wasn't struggling with that. I never struggled with being me.
Right.
I struggled with being something for other people.
Right,
but with me, I was settled.
Okay, let me see if I can explain this correctly. You struggled with allowing yourself to be Lena because of fear, because of guilt, because of all sorts of stuff. So because I mean, even in your old videos, it's like you're kids and you're this and you're that, and that struggle.
I don't know. All I know is that the only reason I did what I did is not because of me. It was because of other people influencing me.
Right.
That's all I had to say.
But am I explaining myself though? I'm not saying.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Okay, that they didn't see you because maybe you were too afraid to show them Lena fully because you were afraid that they wouldn't accept you. So I think now you're in a different place than you were back
in
then.
2014, I don't think I was afraid to show them Lena at all.
No?
No, I wasn't afraid to. I mean, that's what people knew me as back when I was living in Minnesota, so
right.
I don't...
But to them, directly with them, maybe fully...
Communication with them, I told them what I said was happening to me, and I believed it wholeheartedly. Right. I said that other things were dead and that nothing else was it.
No,
so
I'm not sure.
I'm just saying the only reason is because other people wanted something from me.
Right, and that
makes me feel guilty.
Exactly.
About being me.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That guilt is what didn't really fully. But I think now that you are where you are, and with time, hopefully they will. And if not, you know what? They're lost. You can't live life.
I don't live with them. Yeah. I haven't seen them. But that one time we went to visit, and
that I had to shave my entire body again.
We had to adjust ourselves to be acceptable and presentable. And at the end of the day, we weren't even allowed to park in a driveway.
Yeah.
That says it all. And your mom and your dad, they didn't accept to see that.
That's, people like us, need to realize that, that's why if you're ever planning to transition, realize you're going to lose a lot. Not everyone is lucky to be able to keep.
Some are.
But very few.
Yeah, very few.
Okay, so be ready to lose, because it can be all about loss. Now, if you're ready to just gain you and be happy with self and not have to deal with validation or having to deal with acceptance from others, then you're good. But if you're constantly fishing for compliments and validation and wanting people to accept you, you're going to fail. This is not
you
about
can't
that.
base it on that. You can't, and that's a place where I'm at now, where I'm just like, I just want to be everything I can be for you. No one else matters. Nothing in the past matters. Nothing else in life matters but you. Your health, your ability to be whole, be well, to be safe, to be protected. I mean, that for me, your emotions protected and taken care of, your...
Because I need a wife, that's what I'm used to, since I transitioned, that's what, I'm used to having, a wife. And I'm very much, a husband acting type of person, and I need a wife.
And we have been living life this month, haven't we?
Yes, we have. It's just want my health to get back to what I know it should be, and what I've always kept it. One of the reasons I broke up with Jessica was because I knew my health was going down the drain.
Why I mentioned that?
Well, no, I'm just saying.
It's already tatted on your arm.
We got to get rid of that.
I have to see it every day.
We got to get rid of that.
I'm going to get a tat.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a pierce.
A little cute little piercing. I want to get one here in my eye.
I'm going to get
a little band.
A band here, and maybe a sleeve later.
Yeah.
And something here.
A piercing.
Yeah, something
piercing and a little tat down there.
Yeah. So we've got lots of things planned for next year. Next year is going to be so awesome.
2018 is going to be amazing.
It's going to be incredible.
Great year.
I mean, I am so looking forward to it, and we're really looking forward to this fast. And we're finally at a place in our lives as a couple together where we're at peace as we go into it. I don't think there's ever been a time where we've ever been at peace going into a fast.
Nope.
This is, we've been dancing every day.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's part of our
just
routine.
Like moving around, doing our thing, and having a good time. And the last thing that we need to do is to just finally just purge everything.
Yeah.
And just to clean out our receptors from all the hormones that we took. And, like when we stopped taking them back in July, we ended up, maybe not even doing a fast. We just did like one day or something. But this is just going to be able to totally just purge us and reset our body, and to allow us to
properly rebuild. Like I bought this thing called Soma, which once I'm cleaned out, I don't think Soma's going to give me a problem. DHEA did. That, and just eating lots of healthy vegan food that does build muscle. People don't understand, or they don't believe that you could be built in a vegan diet. There's a lot of vegan bodybuilders that prove people wrong. So,
and they're big, and they're muscular. They got big, huge biceps.
And I've been lifting very heavy.
I've been lifting really heavy.
And my you can't really see it, but
trust me, it's there.
Yeah, but it will get better. Right now, I just want to feel better, and I know that fasting will regulate my blood pressure and just purge all the negativity that I've had to deal with in the past 3 years. So I just want to put that behind me.
And it's really my fault. I've allowed that to happen, and I've confused him, and now we're at a place where we can just really just throw all those things that were holding us back aside and just to focus on loving ourselves, loving our relationship, and building the marriage that we initially, you said when we first had our vows taken, made our vows and stuff, it's like, I want all of you. You're telling me that you're going to give me all of you. And it's like, yes, I am. But I wanted to, but I didn't know how to. I didn't know how that was even going to be possible, And now I know how to do it. It's just to love him and just to forget all the other things and just not let those things that are negative affect me.
Because we've tried. God knows we've tried to bring
Yeah.
that in, and it just it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all because it's like living in two different worlds.
It is. It's two
different
other universes entirely, spinning at their own rate on a different planet. And, you know, if people want to know us, I mean, I'm not going to close the door on them. If they do want to know us, they will know us as Mark and Lena, not as anything else that doesn't work. And, you know, if we can build a relationship on that, then, you know, they'll have a wonderful stepdad.
Yep.
And they'll have me. So, but if that doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. We'll get a cat.
Yeah.
Actually, today we were at Walmart and we bought a soothing cool mist humidifier
For babies.
for babies. We bought a thermometer. We bought some
baby
aloe
oil.
vera
Yeah.
and
Got a little nightlight.
a little nightlight
That
that
does
projects
little
stars.
project stars.
So, what did you say when we were
It's like, I'm sure they think that we have a child, a baby, that we're just buying all this stuff. Like, oh, cute.
Oh, how
apple
cute.
wine, you
Let's
know.
go buy it.
That was for us.
Yeah, it's for us.
Soothing the babies inside.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we do. We have this little projection thing that hopefully it works. We'll make it work.
Yeah.
It shoots a light thing, stars or something up in the sky.
Yeah.
And like when we're on our meditation trip, we could just look up at it.
I'm going to start meditating. Actually, we're going to do some guided meditation videos on YouTube and just.
What's the guide?
There's different ones guided. So
I've never ever really meditated.
that's very good for you.
And I'm looking forward to it. We've talked about it, but we've never really done it. We did it maybe a few times in the villa.
Yeah.
That one time.
I think guided until we learn how to do it correctly. I mean, we're both very like constant thinking, so you need guided meditation to kind of like help you fully concentrate on that instead, or else the mind just.
One thing that your friend said yesterday, talking about vibrations and stuff, was really interesting.
Yeah, we could look for some of that stuff too, vibrational meditation.
Yeah.
It's like the Tibet monks would chant, and that frequency would actually heal the body. So there's like people that don't know how to chant. You can actually. So we'll look into them, and we're planning on doing 7. Maybe it'll take more. And we're going to the point where I heal.
Yeah, we're not going to stop until we get some closure as to this, you know, this problem that we're facing physically.
And it might be spiritual that's actually affecting biological. So this is a fast like I wrote today on my Facebook for, gosh, I can't remember, but it's not only, it's for health, it's clarity, spirituality, peace, you know, just a whole bunch of different things that we're fasting for.
And the ability to not have to cook and clean.
Oh boy, that's we take a good 2 hours making our meals.
Takes a little while.
You know, and it's
cutting, cooking,
preparing. I mean, in a very small space that we have here, we make it work and we love it. But it's time consuming, so it'll be great to just, you know, work on the spirit, work on.
It was really cool. We were at the gym yesterday, and it's the last time we were going to be at the gym for, you know, after the new year.
Yeah.
You know, or whenever we stop. You know, if we keep going, we may not be back for another couple of weeks or a month. Who knows?
Yeah.
But this guy that we know, his name is Two Crow, and he's really nice. We're very awakened, really into the Native American thing, cultures, and he's a sun dancer. So he was talking about how in Native tradition, they will take a certain type of request from a person who's going to go on a vision quest or a fast or something like that, and they will ask them what they like to eat, and they will then eat in their place. So we asked them to drink coffee for us.
Coffee, which is what most.
Hazelnut creamer over at the co-op has a coconut hazelnut creamer, and we use this really nice organic instant coffee.
Although not anymore, we're going to be buying the kind that you actually, how do you call it?
That you press or you grind.
You grind and you press. So, because, I mean, this gets to be very expensive. It's almost $12
But
there. But it's good. It
If
tastes
you
really
guys,
good.
for me, if you could have some extra apples, for me, because I like apples,
Yeah.
and we have them every morning with our
Yeah.
oatmeal,
Yeah.
and it's something, and oatmeal.
Oatmeal,
If you
yeah.
just have some oatmeal or some flaxseed for us.
Yes.
Because we've been taking our omega-3s, been learning a lot about omega-6,
The balance of it's
omega-3
important.
balance.
Yeah, it's important. It's, health is important. Health, physical, emotional, and mental health. Very.
So we're going to be closet
We're going to be,
hermits
Yeah.
here, just
and it's cold, so
Ordained.
it's like a perfect time to do that, because it's cold.
and we're gonna lose a lot of weight, I'm
Yeah,
sure,
sure.
because we're not eating. So while you guys are enjoying your wonderful meals,
No.
for us they're not wonderful because if it's got meat in it, it's
It's not wonderful.
suffering.
And it's
But
usually a bunch of fatty, sugary,
so you guys are getting chubby, we'll be thinning out,
yeah.
because the holidays, a lot of times people they end up just turning into gluttons.
So we got everything we needed
Yeah.
from the beginning of December. We're set. There's nothing really.
Our place is so cute. It's
Yeah.
turned into this really cute little studio apartment.
Yeah.
And it's not even tiny living.
No.
It's somewhere in between.
Yeah.
Like,
Because it's bigger than a tiny house.
it is.
Yeah.
It is. And then we got this piece of furniture
Yeah.
that our landlord gave us. So I have our chest of drawers.
And right there, we see that Christmas card. We plan to eventually get like a little, what is it called? Like an arrow plant.
Arrow garden.
And so you
It's
can grow
herbs and plants.
you can grow tomatoes
Yeah.
and things like that, so that we could grow our fresh stuff in here.
So yeah, we'll have everything organically grown in the space of this little, arrow garden thingy.
Yeah.
And
So
it'll be nice. It'll be nice just to cut some basil or
fresh
trim some cilantro
or parsley. And,
yeah.
yeah. Good stuff.
And we'll see how it goes.
Yes, well, we'll probably be making videos throughout our fast just to keep you guys updated. But today's day one of our water fast.
Day one.
Solstice,
How are you feeling?
new beginning. Oh, I'm great. So we had a big meal last night.
We had a huge meal.
Yeah, I made ice cream from bananas and
Oh yeah, yummy.
what's it
Chia.
called? Chia seeds, and I added some chickpeas to it, and it was just really good.
You can
Cinnamon,
actually make shakes with beans.
That's how we use our protein instead of protein powders.
And it's not gross.
No, it tastes good.
It does.
Tastes
And
really
it gives you a full protein boost.
Yeah.
Because beans have lots of proteins in them.
But right now is the time to detox. Get it
And not
all
talk
out.
about food.
Yes, no food. Right now it's
No
just
food.
water, and then
We need our water too. We need to weigh
Yeah, I
ourselves.
know where we bought.
We got a free scale.
Yeah, really nice free scale from
Yeah.
CBS. Thank you, CBS.
Thank you, CBS.
That measures everything from your water to your muscles to your BMI to you name it. So we got to weigh ourselves so then we can hydrate because we've been dry fasting. We haven't had anything since last night.
We got rid of our plastic container that we were holding our distilled water in.
Now we got a glass container so
Yeah.
we can put our filter. We got this really cool, what's it called? EcoBob.
EcoBob filter,
Filter system.
and it just hooks up to the sink
Yep.
and filters 1,500 gallons of water, or every 6 months.
You get a new filter. And what else? Gosh, the little table. We got stuff to
We got
go
some-
jars, little
We
stuff
got
like
some nipple rings, actually. Nipple ring
a
things.
nipple enhancer, yeah.
Pump thing.
And I got a penis pump.
We originally bought it for you,
So that I could,
but-
but it was too small, so I had to get a bigger penis pump to,
but your thing is bit bigger than that.
yeah. So, but I got another thing to just since I've stopped taking testosterone, my sex drive did go down a bit, but pumping with that stuff the other day,
We
it's like,
had
whoa!
the most
He's back.
incredible moment a couple nights ago.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was good.
We, actually had a wonderful time. It was just, we both
We could talk about it. We had
orgasm at the same time. It was beautiful.
Yes, it was.
And it was like, wow, I remember we used to have this happen before. And now it was nice. I mean, what's wrong with talking about that?
Nothing. And that's what I want our show and ourselves to be real and raw and talk about beautiful things and uplifting and...
Because sex is beautiful.
It is. Sex is wonderful.
If you don't have it, I feel bad for you because it is a wonderful, wonderful release, wonderful ability to just free yourself, to be expressive, and to dance. Yeah. Really, I mean, your body dances when you're in that kind of a state.
Literally fly.
It's beautiful.
Literally.
It's beautiful. So, I just looking forward to next year. I mean, it's just going to be an amazing, amazing year. 2018. Can we believe it? I mean,
fantastic year it's going to be. I feel it.
I mean, wow. I like that. I like the number.
Yeah, 2018. Yeah. It's just like...
Yeah, I guess that's it.
That's it. We're going to take these clothes off, weigh ourselves, and then hop in bed and watch documentaries.
Yeah, we're going to watch fasting documentaries. Yeah. We usually watch stuff about vegan food or...
Yeah, since we're fasting. Fasting documentaries and meditation stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the meditation stuff. So you're looking for that stuff?
Well, I found one. I found one on YouTube already that it's on the history thing. So I'll find more. Yeah.
And drink lots of water.
Yes.
Don't forget, a gallon a day is not going to hurt you.
No, it's going to help you because your body's made up of water. And if you don't have the water in, it's going to take it from your organs, your intestine. That's why you're constipated. That's why your skin's so dry. And you need good stuff. You need good quality water inside of you.
We're made out of water. So if we don't have water, it's like this really dry creek bed that is in the desert that doesn't get any water in it, and it looks like it used to.
Yeah, and the dehydration could also increase your blood pressure.
And aging.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. We stopped urine therapy, though.
Yeah, we did because of taking that other stuff, and I think that's probably the DHA. No, urine therapy is awesome. We're going to go back on it 3 days after we clean ourselves out of the water, and then we'll go back and do urine therapy water.
During the fast.
Yeah. But if you're taking any herbs or anything of that nature, it might put more than your body needs because you're re-uptaking it. So, for now, it'll only be urine therapy when we're fasting. And
I guess that's it.
And when the girls grow, then you don't need to take herbal anything anymore, then just go back to natural.
Go back to regular life.
Yeah.
No breast pumping.
Yeah.
But it's working right now.
Yeah. I'm sure it is.
Go with it.
Yeah. All right, guys. We love you. Have a happy holiday for whatever it is that you celebrate. Be wise. Take care of yourself.
Hanukkah.
Yeah. So whatever.
Kwanzaa.
Whatever it is you celebrate.
Nothing.
Yeah. It's like, I like the fact of celebrating the solstice and fasting. That just rings so perfect.
I really like the whole solstice thing because it speaks about reflection and renewal.
Yep.
And
that's the time to do it.
And it just so happened that our gym decided that it was going to be shut down today or open from like 6
in the morning to 10 and shut down Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and not open up till Tuesday from 6 to 10. So we're like, wait a minute, why don't we just fast? And then it turned out because my health thing and everything else, it was like the universe wanted.
Perfect. And then just to find out that winter solstice started last night.
Yeah, it was like, wow.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
And it was like, wow, this is perfect. This is just perfect. So this is the perfect time when, people are, gathering together to celebrate and to get all these things and stuff.
My haircut.
Oh, yeah?
And what I'm doing is I'm leaving my
letting it grow out here.
Yeah, and then just keeping this short.
And it looks really nice when you put some gel in it. We still haven't found any good...
We need to get something more natural.
Healthy mousse.
Yeah.
Because everything has like butane.
Yeah, the co-op has it when we go back to feed ourselves.
Yeah.
Well, that's it, folks.
That's it.
That's all she wrote. We love you. But remember to always love yourselves too. See you later. Bye-bye.